You think that's all one rock? Well, it's another superb fall day. You can see the leaves are dropping quickly, and the soil is very dry. So today's mission is to get out on this field with the disc, move this out so we can spread that lime and get it incorporated this fall, and then it'll be ready for spring planting. Well, these first passes, you can see how rough it is, and part of the reason for how rough the dead furrows look is it was just so dry, and the rocks everywhere have contributed to some of the blowouts, where I've got spots where like right there, where the furrows flipped up, because there's a lot of rocks in this field. But mostly I was plowing deep and in really dry conditions, and it didn't turn over that well. So it's going to take a lot of disking to smooth this out. Rain would help, and there's rain in the forecast, but I want to see how far I can get today, and it's just going to be traveling slow. There's a rock right there we're going over. It's going to be traveling slow and taking our time so we don't break anything. See the rock pile alongside this field, an indication of how many rocks have come out of here over the last 100 years. So the tractor I'm driving is the TD 5050. It's our 85 horsepower New Holland four-wheel drive, and in conditions like this, you definitely have the four-wheel drive engaged. I'm running second range, second gear for now, until we get the tops knocked off of all these furrows, and then we'll move up a gear. So we're moving along 3 or 4 miles an hour. Once this smooths out a little bit, we'll get up into the 6-7 mile an hour speed. The disc is a John Deere BW. It's a 14-foot or just under 14-foot disc, 1970s vintage, and it's been a real nice disc for us. We've had it, well, I bought it from a farmer down in central Minnesota who used it in sandy soil and took pretty good care of it. We have not even broken a single disc. I did snap off the hitch at one point, and had to rely on my safety chain to keep it connected to the tractor. I keep an eye out for rocks. That's why the skid steer is sitting over there, and I'll mark rocks with plastic flags, and we'll go out and pick them up and work around them in the meantime, because I just don't want to bust a tire out here in these rough conditions. So here's the 2 rocks we were unable to get out with the skid steer. You can see the top of that one and the top of that one over there. They're marked with flags, and that area will just, well, we'll have to farm around it. The rocks are far enough in the ground, so we'll be able to mow over the top of them and bale and rake over the top of them. But you don't want to bang them with a disc or the plow, because they were giant. There, it's starting to smooth out some. You can see Dawn's over in the skid steer picking rocks. She's going around the field with the rock bucket. Getting a head start on picking rocks. Obviously, we're going to disc up more of them. we got some rain overnight. I'm headed down to the field. It's almost 2 miles away with the Oliver and the spreader. So we're going to start spreading lime today and hopefully get well through that pile and get the lime incorporated. We knew that this field had not been worked up in many, many years, and soil tests confirmed what we thought. The pH down to 5.5 on this field, when you really want a buffer pH somewhere just under 7. We knew we needed to correct the pH on this soil before it would grow anything, before we should take the time to put a bunch of seed and time and fuel into it. The nice thing is they were able to deliver it this fall. Often we don't get these lime deliveries until the middle of winter, and then we're trying to spread on heavy soil, sometimes really wet soil in the spring. So Don's pulling surface rocks from the next section of field here. You can see neighbor Dave has started disking it. You think that's all one rock? No, I think this one's just going to be buried, and we're going to put a flag on it so he doesn't break his disc on it. We'll be able to cover it over so you won't hit it with a mower or the rake or the baler, but you go over this with the disc and it'll really bounce. You can see this field is breaking up much better than the first field. That quarter-inch of rain last night really made a difference to soften up this soil. Much easier disking. There, now with all this lime spread, I'll make one pass with the disc and incorporate it, and then we'll be set for the winter. This lime will seep into the soil and really become a part of the soil. Will change the pH in a very short amount of time. We'll come back in the spring and go over this once with the disc and the harrow, and it'll be ready to seed. And now we just hope for a good snowfall, some snow cover this winter like we didn't have last winter. Well, that's the last load of lime for this field. We'll get the disc over top of it and smooth it out, and then we'll be done with field work for this fall. It seems strange this deep in October that it's this warm, but cold weather's coming and there'll be snow soon enough. We've got to get the farm ready for winter, and we hope you'll come back and watch us with that. Thanks for joining. We'll see you again soon. What do you think, Hermie? Is winter coming? What? What do you have to say about that? Hermie? Hi. Oh, yeah. Have you been out mousing this morning? Because you're a grown-up cat, but you still act like a kitten. Yeah.